Kia ora guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Far out, it has been a while. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, to get back in the saddle after such a long time away. Basically this video is going to be one big update as to where I've been for the last year and a half, and what's been happening in my life, what's been happening with the trucks. As you can probably see in this shot, the bed truck's looking a little bit different. I guess I kind of just want to bring you guys up to speed with where we're at before the videos resume. So the last video was the video of the tube guards, and the response I got from that was absolutely awesome. A lot of time and effort went into that video, and we're at about 9,000 and something subs, and yeah, that video alone has brought us up to about 11,000, so that's absolutely awesome to tick off the 10,000 subs mark. Thank you guys very much. If it is a little belated, but yeah, the response was awesome to the tube guards. Yeah, it's definitely pushed me to I guess further my fabrication skills. As you can see here, we've got a winch bumper going on, and there's a lot more work going on in this truck, which you guys will see in the coming videos, because while I have been absent from YouTube for the last year and a half, I have still been filming a lot of the work that's gone on, and I've got a stack of trips filmed as well, so there is heaps of content right around the corner. So as I said, we left off with the tube guards, and that was right before the 2023 Beginners Enduro, which we were getting the truck ready for. Long story short on that was I put 2 days of big hours into getting the truck ready. We loaded it on the trailer to take out for the event, and I kind of got the weight balance on the trailer a little bit wrong. So I jumped back in the truck just to move it back on the trailer so there wasn't so much tongue weight and the truck wouldn't start. And yeah, that was us. We didn't get to do the enduro. It took another 2 days of diagnosing to find out what had gone on, and there had been a short in the wiring loom, the main engine harness, and it just decided to short out as I was moving the truck on the trailer. So I was really gutted, didn't get to go racing. Yeah, it was quite a bummer. I was really sad about that. So anyway, after we got it all sorted, the next trip we had was over to the west coast for a long weekend, and I'm going to play some clips shortly. But yeah, we had an absolutely awesome first day, but we were opening some tracks which hadn't been driven much, so it was all really tight and it was really rainy, and we didn't film a whole bunch, but I'll pop a few clips in here for you guys. So after having to turn around from the first track due to a major slip across the track, we headed into a new track which was incredibly overgrown, and all these rivers that you're seeing are usually just tiny little creeks, but because of the weather the rivers were pumping. Did not film a lot on the way in because the track was so tight with scrub you could hardly get out of the vehicle. However, I did get this clip of Lockie at the far end of the track where it kind of turns around, having a nosy at crossing the river and seeing if the track continues. Unfortunately, there was too many trees down and the scrub was too thick to press on any further, so Lockie elected to turn around. However, looking at topo maps, the track does seem to continue for quite some way after this river, so I'm very keen to head back here in the future and see what we can find. It looks to be plenty of big boulders and then heads up into the hills, so keen as to go and check this track out and reopen it a bit further on.
Hard left. What a rig!
So as you can see, it was a pretty mint first day, and then the second day the weather was beautiful. Despite the rivers being up, we decided we'd go try tick off a track which I have a bit of previous history with the truck going wrong, the Lando going wrong that is, and I was determined to get redemption, and rather than getting redemption, we blew the front diff about 500 metres into the track. So I'll pop some footage in here for you guys, but yeah, I was pretty not stoked. Now I didn't know it at the time, however the front diff was in very poor condition, and you'll see as we come up this hill the front end is breaking traction. That's because I didn't put the centre diff lock in properly. And that is the front end letting go, just dropping off that tiny little step with a worn front diff and all the drive going through it with the centre diff lock not engaged. It caused the front end to let go and spit the gears out the front. That sucks, guys. Far out. So yeah, what went on was the centre diff lock. This doesn't have the lever in the truck, and I thought I'd engaged it, but I hadn't properly engaged it. And long story short, it was putting all the drive through the front, and it turns out the front diff had, it was not in a happy state. So the cross pins were completely had it. And yeah, all the load going through the front, just that, as you saw, that tiny little slip off that rock ledge, and yeah, it was game over. So yeah, blew the front diff, and then the truck sat for a long time, probably another 6 months or so, because we had some other very exciting things happening in our lives. And yeah, that's kind of as far as I'm going to bring you guys up to speed. I'll chuck in some clips showing the broken diff being pulled out now.
Oh, that's a good start. That is a good start. Hopefully you guys can see, but one of the spider gears is sitting in the bottom. Oh no. Oh, what a mess.
So as you saw, that diff was absolutely toasted. So that's where we're going to leave off. The next video is going to, I might do it in a bit of a funny order just to kind of get some spicy content out soon. But yeah, what you're going to see coming up is getting the truck back up to spec, doing the front bumper, upgrading the front diff, and also doing the rear diff while we're at it, just kind of giving the truck a once over and preparing the truck for the 2024 Enduro. So I'm pleased to say that Enduro was much more of a success than the year before. So that's us all caught up with the content, I guess. But yeah, there's a couple more things that's been happening in my life, which is kind of more the reason why the channel has been so dead. And I think for that I'm going to have to get Ilsa to come over. So in the last video, the Tube Guards video, someone noticed a ring on Ilsa's finger and asked whether it was an engagement ring, and well, it was. So yeah, it was an absolutely magical tramp that we went on. We went up into the mountains and I proposed to Ilsa and she said yes. And yeah, so that was January 2023, that's a long time ago now. But yeah, and then November 2023, we got married, so I've now got one to match.
Yay.
It was an absolutely stunning day. Yeah, super special. I'll treasure it forever. It was just the best. Anyway, and to top it off, I got to steal Dad's Range Rover, the old Range Rover Classic, for the wedding car. So that was a cool wee cherry on the top.
Nice one for my dad to drive.
Yeah, it was magic.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess the reason why the content stopped is because we decided to build ourselves a tiny home. It was a really awesome experience and learnt a lot. However, it was definitely a lot more involved than I think either of us anticipated. So yeah, it kind of all just meant that the YouTube had to come to a bit of a halt, or pop it on pause, I guess. And yeah, it's all good. It's got us to a fantastic place where if we hadn't have done it ourselves, we could have never afforded it. And yeah, I guess we'll show you that quickly.
Welcome.
Right, so as you can see, come straight through into the living room. It's quite a small living room, but gets the job done, eh, Els?
Yeah.
We've got a nice sized kitchen, lovely wee breakfast bar that Elsa has made, plenty big enough kitchen for the two of us. You want to show us the nifty wee table?
Yeah.
There you go, your wee laptop stand. Through here is the bathroom and laundry. Composting toilet. Yes, that is a back door through our shower. It is surprisingly handy for a number of different things, coming in dirty or just, letting the steam out of the shower. Anyway, we'll go upstairs now. Here is the bedroom. Got some nice wee cubbies along there. Cool wee strip lamp behind the headboard Elsa chucked in. And our wardrobe. Full, well, nearly full height standing space. Like you can stand up but you don't have a lot of room above your head, but just enough. And then over here we have the office. Editing setup with the computer. And we watch a few movies up here. And we've currently got the RC out. As you guys can see, I've got a bit of RC junk. For those of you who aren't aware, as well as full-size wheeling, I also really enjoy my remote control cars. We've got a summer competition coming up, so this is the new build being built for that. And there's the main camera. So yeah, anyway, that's a quick look around the house.
Thanks for coming.
What's your favourite bit, Els?
I do really like sitting here, and then you open up the window on a hot day, and you've got fresh air coming through.
And just a nice view.
It's just a little bit. There we go. And it's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's the walk around the house. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is probably the only time you ever see the house on the channel, so yeah. We'll jump back to the update video. So as you can see, the tiny house, it is quite the project to go from, you know, playing on trucks to building a house. But yeah, as I said before, awesome experience. But I don't think I'll be becoming a builder anytime soon. I don't think I'm quite cut out for it. That being said, I guess the logical thing for this video to progress to is what's next for the channel. And well, as I said before, I've got a lot of content filmed and waiting to be edited and uploaded, but I didn't want to start putting it out, just once a month, once every 2 months. I wanted to wait until I was ready to, I guess, commit back to making regular YouTube videos, and I guess that's what this is. We are ready to start putting them out regularly again. So I've got the backlog of footage to work through, and then I have a stack more things happening with this truck. We've got a couple more cool trips planned before the end of the year, and then I guess we'll see where it takes us. I'm really wanting to get more into the fabrication again, and also just go see some new places. I'm currently a bit torn as to what to do with all the trucks. Obviously, here's the beta truck. We won't talk too much about that because, well, that's all coming up in the new videos. That's Jono's truck, Elsa's brother. Again, not a whole lot to talk about on that truck, but you will see it in some upcoming videos. Which brings us to Lando. I get asked regularly on Instagram and in the YouTube comments, what's happening with Lando, where's it going, and I don't know what to do with it. As you can see, it's in quite a state of disarray. I did mention we were parting it out, and that has happened. It's got stock axles under it, it's got wood blocks for springs, no drive shafts. It's literally had every good part stripped off it to fund, I guess, the tiny house, and some of the upgrades have gone onto the beta truck. So yeah, it looks real sad, and it is kind of a bit sad. It makes me a bit sad seeing it like this, and I don't quite know what I want to do with it yet. I can't let go of it because it's my forever truck, but it's in a bit of a state. Anyway, here is Hyundai. I've also had lots of questions about Hyundai. When is it going to be back? And to be completely honest, I'm not going to say definite, but it's probably not coming back. It's probably going to get sold or traded or scrapped. One thing I wanted to talk about was Matt. Now, unfortunately, I've been trying to time this video for when he's in town, but he is a very busy man. I guess both of our lives, like, we work together, like, we're still best friends. I don't want anyone thinking that, we're going our separate ways in terms of something's gone on. But long story short is, he started up his own YouTube channel, which I will link up there for you, and I'll pop a link in the description. Please go check it out. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subs so he can start making a bit of money off YouTube. And yeah, he's putting out some awesome videos. He's doing super well. And yeah, there's also a few teasers of the beta truck in action. And yeah, go check him out. Basically, we wanted to, I guess, I don't want to give anything away, but there is the chance that he might not be staying in Christchurch forever, and in that case, obviously he wants to be able to keep creating content. So if we're not in the same city, it kind of makes creating content a bit difficult. So we figured, let's get him a channel, and as I said, he's going really well, so go check it out. With that all being said, that kind of brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for sticking with us while we had our dry spell. What I'll do for you now is leave a wee montage at the end of the video, I guess a wee teaser of some of the content we have coming up, so that you guys can, I guess, get a little bit hyped for everything we've got coming, because as I say, there is a lot. So with all that being said, big thank you for sticking around and making it through to the end of the video. Please do give this video a like and leave a comment down below of what you're most excited for from the montage, and just let me know your general thoughts on what I should do with all these trucks. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Enjoy the montage, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. We did it! It's done! The dry spell is over, else. How good?
Good.